Welcome to a video about the TP-Link M5350. This is a MiFi dongle. It's for people on the move who want to take Wi-Fi with them and use the 3G signal from a mobile carrier to do it. I use it because I travel a lot and I've been using this for the last couple of months. A pretty nondescript box, so usual sort of TP-Link standard stuff. Okay, 3-year warranty looks good. Here's a super fast unboxing, although I obviously have used the device. There's some instructions, there's a certificate of conformity, and this is where the charger and cable were, which I've since lost, to be honest. Let's go back to look at the device itself. Okay, so it's a 3G mobile Wi-Fi device. Okay, it's equipped with a built-in 3G modem. It uses HSPA+, so that's 21.6 mega Mbps down and 5.76 Mbps up. What does that mean? Well, it means you can stream YouTube videos and other stuff. Little power button there, you can switch it on. You can see the OLED screen light up. The screen has a number of little icons on it, which can be a little bit difficult to decipher. The device itself takes a little while to boot up, but I guess that's only expected. What it's trying to do at the moment is find a network. Where I live, there isn't really any 3G, but obviously when I'm on the move that's not a problem. You can see from the device though there are a number of little icons on the screen, and I'll talk a little bit more about that. But one of the best features in the bottom right hand corner there, you can see how much data you've used on the SIM that you have inserted in the device, which is very useful if you're on a kind of fixed payment plan or something like that. Okay, so it's going to keep trying to find a network here, and as I've said to you, it's not going to find anything. The SIM that's in here actually I think is one that I've just been using in the Netherlands, so it's quite likely not to find anything at all. Obviously boot up time's not really a big issue, because obviously most of the time, I mean typically when I was using it I was keeping it powered on. It has a battery in it, it's a 2000 mAh battery, and I think it's, well certainly in my experience it's good for quite a few hours of use. But actually, if you're using other kinds of mobile devices, it's relatively easy to keep it plugged in. Let's open the back and have a look inside. Okay, that's a spare SIM. I'm not sure whether you're supposed to do that, but I found it useful just to keep a spare SIMs stuck at the back. Let's get the battery out and have a look. Okay, yeah, 2000 mAh as mentioned. 3 little contacts there showing you how to put it in. Inside the device itself, obviously you can see the SIM card. There's also a slot for an SD card, and I believe it supports up to 32 gig SD cards. Okay, I'm just going to put this other UK SIM in here, which is the one I use when I'm on the move in the UK. I tend to use a pay-as-you-go SIMs. It seems to work very well. You can pick them up at airports and other places when you're travelling, which is quite easy. Okay. Put the battery back in again. Can support up to 10 users simultaneously on this, so set up a little wireless network you can connect to, and that's where on that sticker there is where the default wireless network login details are, if you need to find that. Okay, just wanted to show you a little bit about the device. You can actually see it's found the 3 network here. If we look a bit closer at the screen though, you'll see from the icons that it's telling me that there is no 3G signal. Can you see that little cross next to 3G? The world tells us that the network is up. It says that Wi-Fi is enabled. There's an SMS icon there and a battery indicator. And obviously down at the bottom you've got speed indicators of what your connection is. Power, I wanted to show you briefly. It's just a bog standard cable. I lost my charger for this, but it uses the same charger as my Samsung phone. It's a mini USB port. And actually when I was using my laptop on the move, I just kept it plugged into my laptop, which has got a nice chunky battery to keep it alive. Very successful. Or you can just plug it into a bog standard charger. So over here, you can see that's the mini USB cable connection. Not very good focus, sorry about that. But over here I've basically got a bog standard charger that I use with my Nexus and my kind of phone device. Yeah. And you can see I'm in UK 3-pin, but I've got 2-pin devices for when I'm travelling. So basically, if you've got the kind of phone that's got a mini USB port, you're good to go, really. And actually, rather than carrying about 4 chargers, it's nice to have a device that shares the same connection. Apple users may feel differently about that, obviously. Let's have a quick look at the interface itself. Okay, this is my laptop, so it's a little bit of a different resolution, so if it looks a bit strange, that's the reason. But I wanted to show you it in the real world. So this is my laptop, we're running Linux, so I'm just going to connect to the TP-Link rather than my home network. Okay, so it takes a little while, and then eventually, hopefully we'll get a pop-up saying we're on the TP-Link network. There we go. Okay, so should be able to open a browser window now. If you want to see the web interface, you don't really need to use the web interface. If you've got the default wireless details, it works fine without doing anything at all. But I'd just like to show people the interface because I think it's good for us geeks out there. So just go to the IP address. So I'm now connected to TP-Link. Just got to try and remember my password now. It's going to be a problem. Right. Second time lucky. There we go. Yeah. Right. Okay. So what you can see from the interface here is some details about your connection. Okay. It's again a pretty standard affair. But, you know, user-friendly. You can see that your total amount of data sent, use some details about your connection, your wireless network status, and other status. There's a little thing here, you can actually send and receive SMS text messages from here, which is useful because obviously on the screen itself you can't do that, but you could log into the device and send and receive messages. Useful if you're trying to update your sort of payment package or something, or even just send messages to people. In the advanced settings, there's some configuration options. You can obviously change your default passwords, set up your DHCP server to change to the different IP addresses and back up the configuration. But overall, I think it's pretty user-friendly, straightforward, nothing to write home about, but exactly what you see. You've got some replicas of some of the little icons that are on the screen. I think that signal strength in my case indicates there is no signal, minus 114 dB. I don't have an SD card currently installed in it, but obviously 32 gigs you can access. I don't think the access speed's tremendously fast though, so I'd be a bit wary about trying to stream video and stuff over it, but for general storage might be useful. In essence, I found this device really useful. Okay, work in foreign countries, pick up a cheap SIM at the airport, instant access to kind of network, internet for all of my devices rather than messing around, rather than burning up the battery on my phone, probably on a data plan and roaming charges, so you're just using the local network, a local SIM card, and saving yourself a lot of money and potentially a lot of hassle as well. I found it to be invaluable, and as I said, with this device, you know, real world I was streaming and other stuff without problems, so really thumbs up for me. It only cost me about £35, so you can't really go wrong, can you? Thanks for watching.